website thingamf.edu.sg and just go to free resources. You can just download the weekly worksheets with the video solution. All right. If you're interested, you could also sign up for our free mini courses where I would be personally teaching all these topics here. These are all excerpts from our full courses, so you can actually go and sign it up. It's totally free. If you really like it, then you could consider joining us for the full courses. Okay, so let's look at today's worksheet, which is on vectors. Let's see how we can do this proficiently. So let's look at this question here, which is on vectors. Let's see how we can do this proficiently. So you're given that the diagram shows the parallelogram ABCD. The point X lies on AC such that AX is equal to 3/4 of AC. Now typically what I'll suggest students to do is not to leave the ratio in this form, because this is very misleading. The easiest way to see ratio is to write it in ratio form. So like AX over AC is equal to 3/4. Okay, so from here, what you could tell is actually AC corresponds to 3, and AX corresponds to 3 and AC corresponds to 4. So AX is 3 and AC is 4. AC is this whole thing here, which is actually 4. So if this is 3 and that is 4, so this will be 1. Okay, so we know that the ratio here will just be 1. So that's pretty okay. So let me just write this down. 3 and 1. Okay, good. After which we are told that AB is equals to 8P and AD equals to 8Q. Okay, great job. Express as simplified as possible in terms of P and Q, A to C. Great, A to C. Okay, that is pretty okay. A to C will mean that we know that A to C is just, this is a parallelogram, right? So A to C, if you want to find A to C, what you need is 8P plus 8Q, right? So just 8 plus 8Q, that's about it. So this will be the first part. A to C will just be 8P, or rather AB plus BC, which is actually 8P plus 8Q. Okay, so that's how you do the first part. Then we're going to look at AX. AX is actually, because we already have A to C here, so AX is actually 3/4 of AC. Okay, just remember that, because you see this formula here, AX is equal to 3/4 of AC. So we could just quickly put AC here, and this will just be 3/4 of A to C, which is what, 8P plus 8Q. Now we are told to simplify this, so we could just simplify this. This will be 6P plus 6Q. Okay, that's how you do A part 2. Then let's look at A part 3. Part 3 would be BX. BX is here. So BX is actually A to AX, right? So it's just B. So we define part 2, part 3, BX. We could just simply put this as B to A and then A to X, right? Or B to C, C to X is fine, but we already have B to A, so B to A plus A to X. Okay, A to X, we have it. AX is actually 6P plus 6Q. B to A is actually minus 8P, because it's the other direction. A to X will just be 6P plus 6Q. And this case here, what we get is actually 6Q minus 2P. Okay, so this is your B to X. Let's look at part B. The point Y lies on the intersection of BX here. Produce such that and CD such that 3BY is 4BX. So 3BY is 4BX. Okay, great. So similarly, what I will say is just change this to a ratio form, because this looks a bit difficult to see. So BY over BX is equals to 4 over 3. So BY corresponds to 4 units here. This is 4 units. And bx corresponds to 3, so this is 3. Similarly, this is 3 to 1. So that's pretty okay. Given that cy is MCD, so cy is MCD, find the value of m. Okay, so cy is MCD, find the value of m. Let's see how we can do that proficiently. So I don't think it's so now the thing is we need to find y, right? We need to find out what is our y, because if we do not have y, we couldn't find cy and cd. So what I'm going to do is actually just going to find y here. So in order for me to find y, I could use bx, right? Because they are we already have bx here. So 3by is equals to 4bx. Okay, I'm going to write this down. I'm going to use a new paper here. So this is part B. So 3 by is equals to 4 over 3 bx. And because we already have bx, right? Bx is actually 6p minus 2q. This is 3 6p. Is it 6p minus 2q? 6q minus 2p. 6q minus 2p. Okay. And after which, what we're going to do is actually we have by already, so we could actually find our cy, because we need to find cy and cd, right? So cy is here. This is cy. So to find cy, we just need bc plus we need cb plus by. Alright, so this is our, I could just leave it like that. So now I need the cy just cb plus by. That is pretty okay. So c to b would be minus 8q. C to b is minus 8q plus by, which is what we found just now, which is 4 over 3, 6q minus 2p. Okay, key in calculator, hopefully you get the answer here. Minus 8, this is 4 divided by 3, is 8q minus negative 2 minus 8 over 3p. Okay, it's a good sign because I got in terms of p only, which means it's horizontal. Here there's no elevation for q, that's why there's no q. So cy is minus 8 over 3p. Okay, great. So then after which, what we need is c to d. So we know that c to d is actually just what do you call it? C to d is actually just minus 8p, right? Okay, so hence cy over cd okay, cy over cd is equals to minus 8 over 3p over minus 8 over p. So this case here, once you get it, you get cy equals to 1 over 3 cd. So hence m is equals to 1/3. Okay, so that's how you do this question here proficiently. Let's look at the first one, which is C part 1. What we need now is cy over yd. So cy over yd here. The numerical value, now take note, this is the length, no longer the vector. So if cy over cd is 1/3, which is what we found just now, cy over cd, right? Yeah, so means cy is 1 unit and cd is 3 units. Okay, so this cd corresponds to 3, cy corresponds to 1. So cy is 1 and cd is 3. So now dy will be 2 then. So if you want cy over yd, yd cy is a half. Okay, so this is how we do it. So C part 1, cy over yd would just be cy is cy is 1, yd is 2. So this is 1 over 2. Okay, so this part here is half. Then we're going to look at C part 2. C part 2 is we need the area of triangles XCY to XAB. So XCY is here. Where's my X? XCY is here to XAB is here. Okay, so this is the triangle. These two triangles, they're actually similar triangles because we are able to show this is parallelogram. This angle here and this angle here are the same. So if this is alpha, this will be alpha. If this is beta, this will be beta as well. So in other words, these, if you have two, these are two similar triangles. Okay, so I am going to say that this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, and this is 3 units, right? Okay, so in other words, the small triangle is 1 unit to the huge triangle, which is so I'm going to find a corresponding length. Okay, this is 1 unit, this is 3 units, this alpha, yeah. So if you look at these two triangles, the opposite of alpha is 1, the opposite of alpha is 3 units here. Okay, so if you want to find the area of XCY to XAB, XCY to XAB is just the XCY is the smaller one, XCY. So this is 1 over 3 square. Okay, it has to be squared because area is squared. So this is area of triangle XCY over area of triangle XAB will be 1/3 squared. Okay, this is 1 over 9. Then part 3, we're going to look at part area of BAX or BAC. BAX. Okay, I'm going to shade it also. So let me just remove away what I just did just now. So BAX to BAC. So BAX will be here. BAX to BAC. Oh, the outer layer here. Okay, great. Okay, this outer layer here. These are not similar triangle, so we need to find a way to solve it, right? These are not similar triangle. So what we can do is, because these two triangles here have shared a common base, which is A to B. Now what you need to find is the area would correspond to the height, right? This height here. And same thing with this one here, it will correspond, this is height 1 and this is height 2. Okay, this is height 2. Now, just take note that this in itself is also a similar triangle, right? So you see this triangle here. These two are similar triangle. Okay, where if this is this would have this is 3 and this would be 4 units. Okay, this is 4 units. So in other words, right, if you're looking at this H2 and H1, what will happen is actually H1 would correspond to 3 units and H2 will correspond to 4 units. So it's not so straightforward per se. Okay, so the area of these two height here would be this, right? So if you were to write it down, let me just write it down for you. Triangle part 3, because they have the same base, so we don't really need to find the what do you call it? We don't need to square it. These are not similar triangle, right? They are just the same. So this is BAX, BAC. So BAX would be the BAX will just be half times BA times height 1, and the other one will be half times BA times height 2, right? So which is actually BAC. BAC, yeah. So now we already established that height 1 over height 2 is 3 over 4. So height 1 over height 2 is 3 over 4. So this case, if we cancel, is height 1 over height 2. So this is 3 over 4. Okay, that's how you do this part 3 here. So let's look at the last part, which is actually area of BAX over area of parallelogram. BAX over area of parallelogram. ABCD. Okay, great. So now, I'm going to erase everything because this is too messed up really. So let me just sketch it out. Now we know that this, if this is BAX is actually 3 units. This is 3 units. Then this whole thing here will be 4 units of area. Okay. So in other words, this will be 1 unit of area because you take 4 minus 3, this will be 1. So this is 4 as well. This is 4 units as well. So in other words, what we need is actually the area. So the total area of area of triangle BAX over area of parallelogram ABCD would be, area of BAX is 3 units. Area of parallelogram would be 8 units, right? So this is 3 plus 1 plus 4. So this is 8 units. There you go. So that's how we do this question here proficiently. Now, any question or comments at all, please let us know, and I will see you in the next question.